Every creator business has a hidden liability on its balance sheet. It doesn't show up in your follower count. It doesn't appear in your revenue reports, but it is the single largest threat to any creator business built in the last decade. Here is exactly how it happens. You build steady income, add revenue, brand deals, platform traffics, things are working. Then the platform updates its algorithm, changes its monetization thresholds, shift what content it prioritizes. Your reach drops 40 to 70% in a single quarter. Brand deal rates follow immediately. You had no warning, no fallback, and no asset that retained any value independently of the platform. This is not an edge case. This is the default outcome for creators who treat platform followers as an audience asset. They are not your audience, they are the platform's audience. You have access to them conditional of the platform's ongoing permission. The moment that permission changes, the asset evaporates. This chapter is about two things: diagnosing exactly how exposed you are right now and building the system that makes you indifferent to what platforms do. 4 steps. Let's go. The diagnosis steps 1 and 2. The step 1 is the platform risk audit. Before you build anything, score your current exposure. This will take around 20 minutes. Go through your last 90 days of income, assign every dollar or rupee to one of 3 categories. Category 1 is platform dependent revenue, ad revenue, platform bonuses, brand deals sourced through platform visibility. These disappear if your reach drops. Platform 2, audience dependent revenue, products or services sold to people who follow you but whom you cannot contact directly. No email, no community, no owned channel. These shrink but don't disappear immediately. Category 3, owned channel revenue, revenue from customers in your email list, private community or direct database. People you can reach regardless of what any platform does. These survive. Now calculate your number. What percentage of your revenue over the last 90 days was platform dependent? I request you to please pause this video, make this calculation, and let's continue the video then. If the result is above 60%, means critical exposure. If your results are above 80%, you are one algorithm update away from a business crisis. That number is your risk score. Write it down. Step number 2, the owned asset hierarchy. Not all owned assets are equal. Before you decide what to build, understand what each one actually does. Asset number 1, the email list. This is the highest leverage owned asset for most creators. You own the contact, no algorithm filters the delivery, no platform can remove the access. Email list converts better than social audiences for direct product offer because the relationship is intentional. They opted in, they confirmed their address, they expect to hear from you now. Build this first if you sell or intend to sell any direct product. Course, consulting, membership, digital download, it might be anything. And then comes the asset number 2, which is the private community, not a Facebook group, not a public Discord. A community platform that you control. Members interact with each other, not just with you. That peer-to-peer dynamic is what creates network effects and makes community the most durable attention asset you can ever build. Build this after the email list. Community requires active cultivation. An email list can run only on a weekly newsletter. A community that feels abandoned kills trust faster than no community at all. Then comes the asset number 3, the customer database. This is your most valuable owned asset and the most overlooked, a record of any person who has already paid you money. These people have already demonstrated willingness to exchange money for your work. They convert at dramatically higher rates on future offers. They are the foundation of any recurring revenue model. This is built by launching products, not by growing an audience. The database grows when people buy. And just to be completely clear, here is what does not count as an owned asset. YouTube subscribers, Instagram followers, Facebook groups, Twitter followers, TikTok followers. None of these are yours. They all are rented. Now let's talk about the systems. Steps 3 and 4. Step 3, the migration priority system. Goal is not to abandon platforms. Platforms are discovery engines, the best mechanism most creators have for reaching new people. The goal is to become indifferent to what they do. So here is a decision tree based on where you are right now. So there are 4 conditions. If your content is primarily educational or expertise driven, then start building the email list first. Your audience follows you for your knowledge. They will willingly subscribe to receive more of it directly. Lead it with a high value free asset, a framework, a checklist, a short guide, something worth the email address is sharing for. If your content is primarily community or identity driven, fitness, lifestyle, subculture, then build the private community first. Your audience follows you for belonging, not just for the information. Email alone will not replicate that. A Discord or circle creates the peer interaction that comments loyalty. If you already have an audience but no product, launch a minimal viable product, also known as MVP, before either. The customer database is built by transactions, so build something small and sellable first. The email list and community you build around buyers will be more engaged than any list built from free content alone. If you have no audience yet, focus entirely on distribution before building own channels. An email opt-in form with no traffic is not a business asset. Sequence matters. Build the reach first, then convert that reach into own relationships. Then comes the step number 4, migration execution. The 3 failures most creators who try to migrate to own channels makes the same 3 mistakes. Here they are and exactly how to avoid them. Failure number 1, asking for the email too early. Creators who add an email opt-in before they have established trust see conversion rates below 1%. The audience doesn't yet believe the email will be worth receiving. So let's talk about the fix. Build 60 to 90 days of consistent content that demonstrates your perspective and your expertise before promoting your list. The opt-in ask should feel like a natural next step, not like a transaction. Failure number 2, launching a community before the audience is actually ready. A community with fewer than 100 active members feels like an empty room. New joiners arrive, see sparse activity and disengage immediately. The community dies from underuse before it ever compounds. Let's talk about the fix. Don't launch community infrastructure until you have at least 1,000 highly engaged followers and have validated that they want peer interaction, not just your content. Survey before you start building it out. Failure number 3, migrating too aggressively. Creators who suddenly shift all their content to promoting their email list or membership alienate the audience they built on platform content. Platform followers did not sign up to receive sales messages. Fix, it's very simple, the 80-20 rule. 80% of your platform content should be pure value. 20% directly people toward own channels. Any more than that erodes the trust that makes the migration possible in the first place. So platform metrics tells you about reach. These metrics tells you about the ownership. Track these monthly, not quarterly, monthly. Email list growth rate. Target 10 to 15% monthly growth in the early stages. Email open rate benchmark is 35 to 45% for the engaged creator list. Below 25% signals a list quality problem, not a list size problem. List to revenue conversion. What percentage of your list has actually bought something from you? This is the number that tells you have an asset or a vanity metric. Community activity rate. Percentage of members posting or commenting weekly. Below 10% means your community is an empty room with a membership fee attached. Here is how to read these numbers together. A creator whose platform reach drops 40% but whose email list is growing and converting is not in the business crisis. A creator whose platform reach is strong but whose own metrics are completely flat is one algorithm change away from one. The numbers don't lie. The question is whether you are looking at the right ones. The actual goal, indifference. The end point of this entire system is not a large email list. It is not a thriving community. Those are outcomes. The end point is indifference. The ability to look at platform, algorithm change and genuinely not be afraid of it, because your business does not depend on their permission. When you have 10,000 people on an email list who have bought from you, you do not need TikTok to survive. You do not need YouTube to recommend your videos. You are no longer renting your audience from a landlord who can change the terms at any time. You own it. Before you move to chapter number 6, do the audit. Take your 20 minutes, go through your last 90 days of income, calculate your ownership ratio, owned channel revenue divided by total revenue. That numbers tells you exactly where you actually stand at right now. Now, chapter number 6, you know what attention is. You know what the stack looks like. You know which model you are building. You know what you own and what you are renting. The next question is, what are all the ways a creator can actually generate revenue? Because there are 8 of them. Most creators are only using one. That is chapter number 6. And if you think you know all the 8 models, you probably don't. Trust me.